He's gurgling now, I would know.
Enya, do you still have the speech spell up?
He's nearing his end, but yeah.
The creature is quite angry and says to you, "Is this... You agreed to stay? You are not a person of your word? We made a deal."
Like I said, I apologize. I thought it was a trick that you would enjoy. When I saw you panicking out of that trick, I came out to explain it properly.
Very rude, it says. Very rude. Also, what did you do? What kind of trick was that?
As you probably saw, I could disappear.
Yes.
It's a sort of mystifying ability.
He's enormous, or it is enormous, and probably couldn't even see the spider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna explain what he turns into.
No.
He knows it turns into mist, so he's saying he turns into mist.
That's interesting, it says, but I don't like it. Please don't do it again. Would you like some fish?
I think there's more fish in here than Emia.
Oh, yeah.
It eyes the fish. Are you eating enough, human?
How big is it?
He's mid 5 feet.
Yeah, how much?
You can't understand what it's saying. You might.
No. I mean, are we here enough? Are we here like close enough to hear Imia's side of it?
You are pretty far away. You could try a perception check. I won't tell you what the penalty is, though.
I'll go for one as well. Why not?
Use those because I don't use those.
Yeah, I was going to ask what you guys are up to anyway.
Oh, success by 9.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, you can hear him talking to it, and you can clearly hear it making its blubbery screechings.
6.
Right. Yeah, that's good enough. You can hear him, but you can't understand it, but you can hear it.
Yeah, just hear
making horrible noises. It continues its horrible screeching bagpipe, slobbering noises. It's like a very wet bagpipe.
Oh, God.
Waterlogged bagpipe.
Oh, no.
Are you eating enough, human?
He did eat a bit, like he took a chunk out of it.
I shall call you Nestor, it says.
He'll just nod, he won't answer that.
It slides a tentacle in and paws at the fish. There's still a lot of fish here. Are you sure? Would you prefer a different fish?
He turns the fish around and shows the chunk he ate out of. I'm eating, just I don't need much sustenance.
Some humans eat more, it says.
Some humans are bigger than him.
Yes, and some people need more for strenuous activities like music playing. But however, he looks at the keyboard. This looks a bit simple once I get used to it.
Alright, I will let you rest. I see your friends over there. What are they doing?
They're probably afraid of you eating me.
Does he? Did he turn towards us when he said that, or?
Yeah, do we see his eye open or anything?
His eye is open, but you didn't see him specifically look at you that particular second. But
okay,
he perhaps kind of been looking around, scanning the area. So, or maybe he just hears you.
Yeah,
you're not being loud, but you don't really know what his sense capacities are.
I just sort of look over at Imia, look over at the guy, and just, Imia, do you need something to cut the fish with?
I'll roll if I can hear it. 5.
11.
11. Success by 6.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, so just do you
The
need
thing
something to cut the
gestured.
fish with?
The thing looks towards you now. It
My
waves
friend,
its tentacles and says something. What are they doing? It says to Ymia. Well, slobber screeching at them.
he offered
Rawr!
me
Ymia, it's
utensils to
basically
eat
going
easier.
rawr, rawr.
Isaiah's
This will
just
scare
eating
them,
musket.
right? This will scare them, right? It says to Ymia.
They're only asking if I need utensils to eat the food. The
Clearly
fish.
you don't. I have provided, it says.
He'll
It
not.
points at the piece you showed it where you're eating.
He'll turn to the guys. I'm fine.
Is he fine? Whispers Fred Ladley.
I mean, he looks alright. Got food, shelter.
Yeah, we could leave him here, says Crassus.
I just
I
sort
mean-
of turn and sort of
So-
visually like you know what I mean when I say shoot daggers at
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Yep.
I just sort of turn at Crassus and just bruh.
So, I hate to be the guy, but I have to agree with Crassus right now. Emil is a big boy. He can look after himself, and he can turn into Spider as well. So I think he probably get himself out of this hole.
Fred looks concerned.
Isaiah continues to reload the musket, by the way. So it's not a quick thing.
Yep, no, you're taking care of it. What's Jacob doing?
How porous are the walls? Or is there any of that fungi nearby that I can just jam a knife into?
There was, but it seems dead now. A lot of it, anyway.
Yeah,
There's still some.
Is there any part of the wall near the entrance that I can just jam a knife into and leave it there?
I mean, these knives aren't
preferably
technically
part of the wall that I can see.
These knives aren't like stone-piercingly sharp.
No, I know. That's why I was
They're
asking if
sharp,
there was any
but-
like parts where it was porous or something where there might be a hole that I can stick it in.
Like a
No,
crack
you
in the
don't-
wall or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's probably a crack or something.
Preferably, if possible, something I can see from down the hallway.
You currently cannot see very well. I don't think Fred even has the lantern going at the moment.
So the only person that can see is Isaiah. Well, Jeff.
Yeah. Fred says, should we get light? I know it's going to see us, but it seems to see us anyway. At least by the way it's screeching at us.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've tried.
It's quieted down.
Every time I've tried to sneak in there, so it's seen me, and I've been away from the lights, so fuck it, might as well.
Yeah.
It's the lantern.
I'll shield Jeff from the light.
Tell me when you are
I'm just
ready for
imagining
more
Isaiah.
music. Says the creature to Ymia. I wait.
I'm just imagining Isaiah pulling his hat down a little.
Indeed.
Like, yeah, you ain't gonna starve, says Crassus, so we can come back, you know. Maybe
Yes,
we
right.
should rescue the girl first.
Yeah. Is she doing around anyway? How you doing, Jess? Doing alright?
She looks traumatized.
Yeah, you're doing alright. No, that's what Darren say.
I'm just sat here like, wait, which cowboy's here?
Yeah, no.
She's happy to get out, but she's like, where's my brother?
Oh, Jacob, you probably know more than I do.
Yeah, well, Darren and Bob are currently on his heels to bring him back as well. I'll admit I haven't heard back from them in a day or two, but
She
they
looks
are
worried, but
following him.
she looks worried, but glad that at least someone's doing something.
Yeah, he's not. He's not just gone. We do have someone following after him.
Jeff says, "Hey, she's kind of cute." To
Oh no!
Isaiah.
Oh no!
Yeah, she's also a little bit younger than me. All right.
I mean, I'm pretty young.
I just sort of look at him and just. I don't want to know what he said.
You're as young as you feel, Jacob. It says. I mean, Isaiah.
I was about to say, it tries to talk good to me.
Sorry.
Do you want me to pass it on to him or what?
Yeah, you can pass it on.
How old is I?
How about you give me, 30 minutes alone with her?
Yeah, right now might not be the best time.
What's the question? How old is Isaiah?
There's always time for love.
For fuck's sake. How old is Isaiah? Isaiah is 27. I could have sworn I made him 30, but oh well.
Let's say so. He's younger than Jake.
Isaiah mutters to himself.
So Jacob's a year older than
How about it says Jeff?
What, 30 minutes longer than now? Sorry. I missed what you said because we were discussing Isaiah's age.
Said it. How about you give me 30 minutes alone with her?
Yeah, not right now.
Okay, but later.
Maybe, yeah, fine. Later you can go 30 minutes long with Dodge, I guess.
With her, though, it says, right?
I mean, there's no guarantee. She might not want to spend 30 minutes along with you.
And I.
Whatever the fuck it is, I don't know.
The forehead eye tries to wink at her suggestively.
It just blinks.
It's really just fucking creepy.
Is this where I roll sex appeal, is it?
Is something wrong with him, she says to Jacob and Fred?
It's a long story, but yeah.
Does it have something to do with the extra eye, she whispers, trying not to, look at it?
Do I hear that?
Like she's unfortunately very obviously trying not to look at it.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, well...
Yes.
I was about to say, I didn't exactly try and hide what I said either. So.
See, Jeff, you're fucking weirding her out, alright? Just calm down a bit.
I just sort of put a hand on her shoulder and just right, let's just get you moving.
Jesus, this was a lot less complicated when I was king, says Jeff.
And I will just
the women just lined up.
Alright, we will begin moving.
I would just put a hand on her shoulder and turn her away from Jeff, and then start walking her.
Fred looks kind of worried too.
Yeah, so
you're right there, he says.
What, to Isaiah?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a second voice in my head that is talking to me, and he is telling me that he was once a king.
Yes, it was amazing.
Apparently
Let me tell you about the bed I used to sleep on, says Jeff.
Now he's about to tell him about his bed.
It proceeds to tell you at length about how awesome this bed was and how it could fit 12 people.
Yeah, I don't pass any of this on.
Alright, are you leaving him yet?
No.
For now.
Yeah, we're leaving him for now.
Oh wait, I thought you asked me if I'm leaving.
Yeah, you're not going
He's just
anywhere.
hey guys, wait for me!
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere, boy. You're gonna sit there for a while.
But yeah, for now, we're leaving him,
Yeah, for now, we're leaving him. For now.
We're leaving you for now, yells Fred.
We may be back.
If only Darren was here. Yeah, we ain't coming back. You gonna fucking die in that hole, son.
I was about to say,
marbles at you.
He'd just be a thing of, we'll be back eventually.
Well, if Darren's here, wouldn't people come back full stop?
Surely he'd want to kill the big tentacle thing.
Yeah, but he also realised that he can't do much damage to it. Although maybe Darren could. Wait, did I
Darren
Tried.
did I try with spirit weapons?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can't fucking hide it. That's it.
It didn't even work out for Bob.
No.
I mean, you heard it slightly, but like,
Yeah, but that was with shotguns, 8 gauge shotgun.
yeah.
66 at close range. Fucking hell,
Maybe.
buckshot as well. Fucking buckshot as well, so like 8 times 66.
No,
No, it's just
66,
yeah, it's just
one
66.
each
My
thing.
bad. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way that's the way shotgun stuff
Yes.
works. You basically divide it for, if you're being fancy.
One pellet is of dice.
That's the realistic way to do it.
Yeah,
I
right.
incorporate a lot of those rules, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if you just wanted to
Which
roll
I'm
66.
assuming that also means the damage goes down at ranges where the pellets spread too much to all hit the target.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
I got confused.
There's a whole tactical shooting book that has a big section on shotguns and largely why they're impractical.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
forgot that's spirit weapons that does 1d per pellet. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, my bad. Yep.
Yeah, just the shotgun is, I think, 60.
Yeah,
Depends on what-
8 gauge is 66, yeah.
So yeah, no, they did. Yeah, you're hiding out near a bunch of bodies, like where Darren and Bob killed all those people.
Yeah, bodies and parts of bodies.
Yeah, they're just splattered around the walls and ceiling and stuff. As you saw them when you came in, but it looks like a crate of TNT went off or something.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna keep shielding. What was her name again? Jess.
Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jess
From
and Jeff.
from being able to see the eye. I will keep shielding her from that and walk her out towards the lake.
Alright, it takes you a while to get out, but you get back to the surface, and gonna assume you guys can manage to boat across at this point.
Thank you.
Your boating skills may not be super advanced, but here you've gotten fairly handy
Yeah.
across this
14,
section of
it's not
still
terrible.
water.
I've got a 14. It's not terrible.
I don't have any skill, so.
You're fine. No one else has any, although eventually I'll
Except-
give you
except
one
for
if this keeps happening.
Mm.
Yeah, Crassus knows how to do it. So anyway, you head back to Dodge without really any problem. You see a large herd of cattle grazing relatively near when you come out.
I sort of just double take the cattle. Just like, what?
Oh, do we not?
Checked that-
Did we not tell you?
I think those are Terrans, says Crassus.
Yeah, Terran, has got in charge of things now, a little bit. Kind of.
What? Jess is confused.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. I sort of pull the hat a bit lower to hide Jeff.
More, what are you doing, says Jeff.
You're freaking her out, alright?
In a good way? It says.
No, not in a good way. She don't want to spend time with you.
I will walk her
Oh.
towards the sheriff
Man.
office.
When I was king, this never would have happened.
Oh my god.
But yeah, while they're having this weird conversation, I'm going to walk her back to the sheriff's office.
Isaiah's come with. He's just talking as he's going.
He's just talking to himself, apparently.
To the second voice in his head. There is no internal monologue
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm going to he's going to take his coat off and sort of...
Back in my day, we had parties on the moon, says Jeff.
And how exactly did you
Parties
get to
on
the moon?
the moon.
How exactly did you get to the moon?
Magic, he says.
Oh yeah, he's a whaler on the moon.
I was thinking of that show, but I was more thinking of playing Jeff as like Zap Brannigan.
Oh, okay.
Great. Oh, great.
Shall bug me.
Great.
I sent wave after wave of killbots.
Yep.
All right.
I celebrated with champagne.
Yeah, I still say that to Mora. Would you like some fine champagne? I used to do a good Zap Brannigan voice.
A friend of mine still calls
It's
it
real
lasagna just for that.
blue.
Yeah, a friend of mine still calls it lasagna because of that.
Nice. Yes, Jeff starts telling you more about his days as king.
And his escapades on the moon.
If I try and tune him out, does he realise?
Huh?
If I try and tune him out, does he realise? If I stop paying
Yes.
attention.
Eventually, yes.
He's wired into your head. You
I
think
know.
he's not gonna know
I know. There's a
He's
very,
just like, bitch, you ain't listening to me.
very slim off chance that he wouldn't.
He does, like, apparently sleep or something sometimes, because he doesn't just talk to you constantly. Although,
Yeah.
now that you've discovered women again, he's more talkative. Keeps looking at all the women in Dodge. He's giving you a running commentary of his opinion.
Go on then.
Nope.
He's just giving you scores out of 10 every time you walk past someone.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, think she's married. I think she's married as well.
I just like the idea of him just walking along and just, fuck that, I'd fuck that, fuck that, I'd fuck that. Not that one, but I'd fuck that.
I mean, that'll push. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Alright, you go to the sheriff's
That'll after a
office,
couple
all
of
of you,
drinks.
except for Enya.
Wait, where's Amy going? Oh, obviously. Oh my god.
To sleep.
Yes, in a cage. He's going to the other
Yeah, I
side of the
assume
cage.
he is taking a rest at this point, getting his fatigue back at least.
Yeah, it's getting towards the end of the day, isn't it? So.
Did you spend those points, Anthony?
Yes, I did.
Alright.
And I started 15, so I already get the bonus from it.
So you, I assume you're doing that.
So yeah, I'll, like once we get sort of out of the cave and whatnot, along the way, Jake would have just sort of taken his coat off and chucked it around Jess.
Yeah, her clothes are a mess.
Yeah, that was a thing he probably would have done earlier, but I didn't think about it until just now. So
I mean, you did say you did it earlier in the cave, so.
The sheriff is, you can hear him yelling as you approach his office before you can see him. Someone is yelling back at him. They appear to be having a big old argument. This person...
Do we recognise who it is that's shouting back?
You don't really know the guy's name, but you know he's one of the cattle herders.
Okay.
I will sort of...
He seems to be yelling. He's yelling at the sheriff about how they need to go kill Taryn and take their cattle back. The sheriff's like, no!
I will leave Jess standing outside for a second. Just give me a second. And I will just open the door. I won't even knock.
Yeah, Isaiah walks in as well.
I'll open it.
The door is open. There, yeah.
Isaiah walks in. Lights a cigarette.
Guy tells you, what? We're having a meeting. Fuck off.
Yeah, you ain't having one no more. I think it's time for you to fuck off.
I draw a knife.
This guy's a dick, says Jeff.
Yeah, as soon as he says the whole fuck off thing, I just draw a knife in each hand.
He backs down pretty quick.
Rest a hand on one of the pistols.
Why don't you help me fight that thing? Why? You don't need to threaten me, you son of a bitch.
Sir, you're an asshole. I suggest that you leave right the fuck now.
Or not, says Fred, putting on a pair of brass knuckles.
Yeah,
and I will stay, he says, smiling.
Yeah,
I will flip both knives so he's holding the blade end.
Yeah, this is going to end badly for you, sir. I suggest you leave now.
You and your thugs won't win this, he yells at the sheriff and leaves.
We've already won.
The next guy tries to come in, but Fred puts a hand on him and just shakes his head.
I will just turn to the sheriff and be like, got something for you, sir. And I will walk outside and grab Jess.
Right. One of the guys tries to get in, but Fred just, slaps him across the face. And then looks at him like, you wanna?
And I will walk
you
Jess
can hear angry murmuring outside, and Fred just closes the door.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I will walk Jess in.
Oh my god, thank you, says the sheriff, running over. The two of them embrace.
Um,
Generally, you don't see much emotion from the sheriff except for anger.
yeah,
I mean,
But
I
he
guess
looks
Darren
genuinely
before,
glad to
so.
see her.
yeah. I just sort of look up at him. I'm just, is there somewhere you would happen to have clothes for her you want us to go and pick up or something so you can spend some time, or
Uh,
because
she has clothes at my place, he says, which is just down the street.
do you want me to go and grab some?
Sure, just ask the maid, he says.
We'll do, and I will wander out and go down there.
All right. Meanwhile, Isaiah.
Yep.
Jeff is like, we're gonna get rewarded, right?
So, Sheriff, this was an exceptional set of circumstances. Any chance of getting some sort of reward for it?
Well, sure, he says. I mean, I'll give you what I can. Any word on her brother, he says?
From what I have gathered, it is Floyd, Darren, and, Baal
Oh,
that are going after him.
Christ, he says. Well, at least someone's trying. Man, that Darren guy shakes his head.
Yeah.
What about that Bob fella? Did you get any kind of impression from him?
I'm sorry, but I've not actually met him.
Shakes his head.
I mean, Fred, you have. What do you think about him?
Mm, not as funny as he thinks he is, says Fred. He just lets it go at that.
Alright then, well, there you go.
The sheriff suggests that you take Jess back to the house while he tries to get the crowd to go away.
Yes, of course, Sheriff, of course.
You arrive while Jacob's waiting for the clothes.
Okay.
You can hear yelling outside again.
Great.
Those people, says the maid. So rude. That man saved their lives. She looks at you guys.
Are we all there now, or is it just Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're there
Yeah.
now. Jacob.
Well,
Jacob was waiting on her for clothes when you arrived.
okay. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's also ruined out, also condemned them to death in a way. That was their livelihood.
Poor thing, she says to Jess. She takes her back to a bedroom and then comes out and asks if she can get you guys anything. Tea or beer.
Jeff, you want anything? Just smiles under his breath.
Have some beer, says Jeff.
Oh, beer would be good, please, ma'am.
She nods and looks at Jacob.
You're muted, Mackie.
Sorry, I was a bit distracted. I didn't actually catch any of that.
She's asking if you want anything to drink. She saw
I'm-
Jess back to a bedroom and
I'm okay.
asking you get. Fred also accepts some beer. The sheriff shows up after about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I want to thank you, he says, again. And he gives you each $50. I have more for Jimmy, obviously. Where is he?
That's where the exceptional set of circumstances comes in.
Yeah.
That is quite a story, says Fred.
Yeah, the thing that the thing that we rescued your niece from. It's currently called
I don't really know what. Yeah, why don't you tell me what happened, he says.
Are Crassus and Barnabas still with us or not?
Barnabas is. Crassus seems to have gone home.
Okay.
Barnabas is just quietly observing, basically.
Barnabas, you know what one of them things is called? How to best describe it?
He pulls out Jacob's drawing. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's look at this
He
two-row
He
drawing.
pulls out the picture of the potato with legs.
So is his drawing IQ based or not?
Uh,
IQ minus 4?
Probably. Yeah, I would
Can-
think so.
Can I have a go at drawing it?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna be a 9.
Probably not going to be as bad as the potato with legs. Critical failure.
No, that's an 8. That's success by 1.
Yeah, you managed to sketch something that kind of captures it, but it's so strange and alien and horrifying that it's hard to get across, unless you're like MC Escher or something.
Do I at least get the scale?
Yes, it doesn't look like a potato with legs.
Yeah, no, do I
He's
draw,
like,
do I
what
draw
the
like a little
fuck is
limb next to it
that?
or something? Is there like a little limb next to it or something? Just to show how big it is. Just show how big it
For
is.
scale, sure. Yeah. Jesus, he says.
It's like the banana is Imya for scale.
Wow. What the... He just shakes his head. So
Yeah.
Floyd disappeared looking for her brother, and where's Enya? He says.
Can I just draw on the little sketch in the cage?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about right there.
Oh, what the? Barney gives him a quick recap. How is you going back to get him out of there?
Yeah, although he might get himself out, I don't rightly know. But we are going at least check.
All right. He sighs. Had to bring on a few of those cowboys as deputies. So try not to shoot each other in town, he says.
Who has jurisdiction here, by the way? Is it them or us or what?
Jurisdiction of what? He says, shaking his head.
Anything. If something starts, who settles it, us or them?
Whoever has the most guys, I guess, he says.
Alright then.
This is no longer part of the United States of America, he says, shaking his head. This is we're alone now.
Alright, so
I guess I have as much jurisdiction as I have guns, he says. Other than that, it's a real crapshoot.
someone please mention the marshal, because Isaiah doesn't know. It's a US state marshal, but it's not part of the US anymore. Someone, please.
I don't know anything about that.
Fred, mention the fucking marshal. Because Isaiah doesn't know, he hasn't been here long enough.
Anyway, the sheriff says this may become a problem. There are a lot of people that are unhappy with me well, they see me as giving in to Terran, he says. I personally don't think we had any choice.
No, I mean,
But I don't know how long the peace is going to hold. Someone's going to take a shot at him, he says. If I have to use cowboys to keep the place under control, I will, but... Anyway, try to hurry back, he says. I might need your help.
Alright. Oh, by the way, I'll send a letter off to someone that might know about, growing tobacco around here.
I hope it gets through, he says.
So do I. So do I.
They had telegrams at this point, didn't they?
Did they? I sent a letter.
I do not know what year. Yeah, I know 64. You did. I'm just wondering, I believe.
It's 1864, for fuck's sake.
Yep. I think they have to exist by now, but we'll see.
Ready? Telegram. Not software.
I don't want the app. No.
I don't. It's 2013. No, it's not.
Invented 1844.
Wait, 44? Ugh.
Well, that was the first 40-mile line. So, yeah, there's probably was a telegram, but it's not working anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
It wasn't working when you sent the letter either.
Okay.
The sheriff speculates that someone cut the lines, but he just doesn't have the manpower to try to police it.
That's fair enough.
Alright. What do you do?
Finish the beer, I guess.
Sheriff goes kind of quiet. I can shout down most of these folks, but some of them have their own employees, you know. Some of them can round up 10 or 20 guys. So things could get unpleasant.
Yeah. The old mob mentality and all that.
Pours himself a whiskey. Fred also takes one. Jeff says, "Ooh, we should try that."
I'm not exactly a fan, but sure. Grabs the whiskey himself.
"Excuse me," says the sheriff.
Oh, nothing, don't worry.
Someone talks to himself, says Fred.
Oh, someone talks to me inside my head. He takes the whiskey and downs it.
Sheriff looks mildly worried, but this is not the weirdest thing he's seen today even, so he just goes with it. He just kind of goes quiet, sips his whiskey. The maid offers you fresh bread.
I'm assuming Jeff wants fresh bread.
Of course, Jeff wants fresh bread.
And Isaiah
He's
takes
almost
fresh
like
bread.
a small child. He's like, "Oh, bread, 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 bread." I'm gonna sing the bread song.
Please don't. Isaiah takes some of the bread.
Oh, it's good, says Jeff.
Isaiah follows. Why do you sound like you're eating even though I'm the one that's doing the chewing?
When I was a king, he said, no one would have asked me a question like that. Sometimes I imagine that your mouth is my mouth. One day it will be, he says.
So, yeah, Isaiah will take himself away from the other people quickly, just so he can talk to Jeff without the weird looks. So, how long you gonna need to take control of me for the whole dark vision thing?
Weeks, it says, hopefully.
Weeks.
I mean, not all at once, it says.
Alright, fine. Look, I've got something I need to do first, but then I guess I can let you loose for a bit tonight.
It makes a squealing noise of pleasure.
Alright. He goes back and tells Jacob and Fred and the sheriff, yeah, I'm going back to the house for now. I'll catch you boys later.
Fair enough.
Alright, says the sheriff. Well, thank you again.
Of course, thank you. Thought,
Enjoy the bread, he says worriedly after the maid leaves.
Oh, well, don't you worry.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna have flour for.
Isaiah doesn't.
I'm just gonna stay and make talks. I'm just gonna stay and make small talk, basically.
Isaiah tips his hat, heads back to the house.
Fred stops by the store and picks up some more oil and another lantern, some candles, some matches. At second thought, he adds a third lantern.
I'm going to stay and make small talk until, he can have his coat back.
He's not
going to ask. He's not going to ask about it. He's just going to sort of wait.
The maid eventually brings your coat. The sheriff doesn't pick up on this at all. He's talking, but it sounds like he's running ideas through his own head mostly. He's clearly pretty concerned about the state of affairs.
Yeah, when the maid brings it, I just sort of thank you.
You just go, she says under her breath, before he starts up again.
Fair enough.
He is a good man, but boy, he likes to go on.
I know someone just like that.
Really? Who?
Just turn and leave. Sort of tip my hat as I leave and whatnot.
Do you do anything before you head back to the house?
Not that I can think of, no. Maybe go get some art lessons. Help him be able to draw technical monsters.
Where would you look for that?
I don't know.
There's a guy who takes photographs in town. Art is not a flourishing thing in Dodge at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's like the real Dodge, it will be gone. Well, I think Dodge still exists, but it basically died out.
I mean, we could always grow tobacco. Yeah.
Possibly.
Keep it going. Keep it alive.
Possibly.
There's a great
Try to
reason
keep the
go.
cattle out of it.
Yeah, put up fences, it's fine.
I honestly don't know. My mom picked tobacco. Her whole family did when they were younger.
It's a great tie-in to a backstory. It's a great reason to go
Indeed.
down south.
Indeed.
Do the file on the same
But
time.
you haven't got the letter back yet, so...
Nope, I've not. Hasn't been a
All
couple
right,
weeks yet.
Emia, what? I assume you have recovered your energy by now, and is there anything you want to do, or?
He's biding his time, waiting for it. He doesn't think it actually sleeps, but he's gonna wait until like it starts resting. If not, when he starts getting tired, he's gonna try to convince him to let him sleep.
It starts making noises. I see you don't have your spell going.
Yeah, he'll cast his spell again.
Very excited, it tells you. Can you hear again?
Yes, I can. That was a 1, 6, 7.
I may be acquiring another human, it says.
He looks at him with intrigue.
People trade, you know. Mostly humans, it says.
He nods. How would you be getting this other human?
Well, it looks... It would be hard to explain, it says. We have a network that we communicate through.
He nods.
Anyway, I need to acquire some more since your friends killed all my servants, it says. Very rude. You know how long it takes to put a decent cult together, it says?
Shit. It must be very difficult.
It's a good thing I have a new priest, it says approvingly.
Yes.
That's where you start. Gotta get yourself a good captive priest, it says.
Good captive priest.
Fuck.
So what will be your first act, as my priest asks, curiously.
What I'm most used to is a song and dance ritual.
Well, I suppose that's cute. Do you know how to write, it says? Someone needs to record my songs.
I myself have not learned to write as my native language doesn't have a written form.
Perhaps we can translate my story into interpreted dance, it says.
He nods.
Give it a try, it says.
How big is the cage? Like, how much space does he have?
It's about the size of like a small room.
Okay. How would
Let's
you like me
see,
to start?
probably like 6 by 10 or something like that. 10 by 10? I don't know. It's a fairly sizable cage for one person and 60 pounds of rotting fish.
A rapidly rotting fish.
Oh my god.
You haven't touched your fish, it says.
He did eat a bit.
Eat more, it says, worriedly. I had one priest die because I forgot to feed him, it confides.
We could. I could think of eating after I've started interpreting your story as into dance.
Okay, it says. It watches.
He'll ask the Kraken, with what would you like me to start?
Dancing, it says.
You said you've asked me to interpret your stories into dance, so
Yes, yes, get to it, it says. Let me see the dancing.
fucking hell. Lordy, he's got a freaking don't really know much of his the ritualistic dances, so
You can make a dance roll if you like.
yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. 3, 8, success by 2.
Alright, you dance for the Kraken thing. It seems pretty happy. Oh, good, good, it says. That spinning foot move, what is that supposed to interpret?
Come on, he's got to drop it like it's hot, surely.
It was the climax of the dance, as representing the climax of your story.
Oh, I see. Well, alright, keep at it, but I want you to dance for me every, 60 minutes or so, it says. You can sleep in between if you have to.
Alright. He'll take some time to learn how to freaking play the piano some more.
It brings you another fish. I made this one smaller, it says, handing you a 10-pound fish.
How much fish is in that lake?
Oh, this is just the surface of the lake. It extends to many. Wide-ranging, he says.
There's now 70 pounds of fish in the cage. Who cares what's in the lake?
Good thing that cage isn't being supported.
That's what you think.
Shit. If it is,
Right.
you could just break the cage from. Oh no.
Are you going to try to escape or wait for your friends?
Not yet. He's still trying to find um, a time where he's less perceptive.
He's paying pretty good attention at this point.
All right.
All right, back back to the house, I guess, unless is you doing anything in particular?
No.
Okay.
So Isaiah takes some time to write. In
It's
his
evening now.
Yes, so Isaiah takes some time to write in his book. I'll
What you're writing says, unless you're back in your room or whatever.
Oh no, he's probably just sitting at the table.
Fred is rustling up some dinner.
So Isaiah's sitting at the table just writing.
What's Jacob doing? Haven't seen Carl yet.
Oh, hello. Who broke the table?
I was typing. Was that me?
Probably.
I'm not even tabbed in, so it's not me.
I don't know.
I wanted to type something that Emil would do when the party's asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just say it.
Well,
Does my
once
invisible
everybody's
thing go away?
No, I still see it.
What's that?
I don't see the
There
table.
it is. Okay. Well, let's try rewriting one more time. There. Okay. That looks correct to me anyway. Everyone able to function?
Yep.
Yeah, I can roll.
Alright. What's Emmy saying?
So yeah, when the party's asleep, he's gonna try to cast dream projection to
Okay.
talk
So,
with
Isaiah
someone.
isn't asleep. Just saying.
Yeah, they're not asleep yet. It's
Yeah.
evening for them.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
waiting until like he gets a feeling that everybody's asleep.
Alright.
So Isaiah's still writing. Did Fred say something or not?
Just ask what you're writing as he brings you a bowl of beans
Takes the beans
and bacon.
and the bacon. Ah. Let's just see. Does he tell Fred? Don't see why he wouldn't, but he might do. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, so my brother. Yeah, he can't, get out of the house much these days. So I recalled everything that I do for him, everything that I experience and that. So I'm just letting him know how the day went.
See, he says, probably good to have family.
Yeah, I got quite a good family, I feel. So, yeah.
I think all of mine, I think I lost them all in the war, he says sadly.
Yeah, I probably would have lost my brother, well, my elder brother, if yeah, he's paralyzed. No, he's got a bullet in his spine. So
Sounds useless, says Jeff.
you can shut the fuck up.
Excuse me, says Fred.
No, not you, not you.
Oh, you're talking to your, he points at your eyeball.
Yeah, I'm talking to Jeff.
What's he got to say?
He says that my brother sounds useless.
Fred looks annoyed. You get hurt in the war, he says.
No, not exactly. Okay, now we will roll to see if he tells him.
Horse accident or something, says Fred.
That is fuck it enough. Well, no, nothing. Well, kind of like. Well, me and him, when I was younger. Yeah, Isaiah looks quite sheepish now. We was messing around, and he brought, got his gun out, brought the rifle out, and yeah, through a series of actions, boys being boys and kids being kids, brothers being brothers, I sort of accidentally shot him.
Fred looks a bit horrified. It's terrible, he says. Sorry.
Yeah. And Isaiah does
Shit
look
happens, but
sort of grief-stricken
sure.
about it.
Fred
Yeah.
offers him some whiskey. Oh, yeah, says Jeff.
I mean, I don't, but fucking Jeff does, so he takes the whiskey. Begrudgingly.
Fred just shakes his head. Strange condition you got, he says.
That it is.
We're a strange lot, he says, raising an eyebrow as Carl comes in wearing his dress.
I said, does a double take? Is that man wearing a dress?
Yes, that's not the question, says Fred quietly.
What the fuck is the question now?
He's very dangerous. I know he doesn't look it, but he is.
Oh no, he was killing a man with a fucking shovel.
Yep. Carl's dusting his hands. Some of them cowboys came by, he says.
Right? Did you do them?
Yep. Just got finished planting them out back, he says.
Good. Did you burn them first? Or wow.
Well, I chopped them into bits, he says, hopefully.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. I assume.
I saved the teeth if you want some, he says.
No, I'm fine.
I've almost got all the gums off, he says.
Good. Good.
It's hard to get the roots out.
Yeah.
Fred
Right.
just sips his whiskey and
So
wait, says Fred. Those cowboys, they didn't have badges, did they?
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, they did, says Carl.
Isaiah gets a cigarette
Why
and
does that
starts
mean
smoking
something, he says.
it. It does now, yeah. Means that they are now
I mean,
employed by the city of Dodge.
he pulls out his paperwork and looks through it.
Oh god.
Nope, definitely said I was supposed to kill the cowboys, he says. You red bandanas around there? Yeah, no, it's in here.
Can I see that for a moment, please, Carl?
What is Jacob doing at this point?
He went for a pee. Like he did.
Okay. Let's take 5. I could use a trip to the bathroom myself. I'll be back in a few minutes. so what's Jacob doing while Isaiah's drawing and talking to Fred?
He's not drawing, he's writing. Sorry.
Sorry, Brennan.
Honestly, no idea. Probably just hanging out.
Alright, well, Fred has made food.
Then he will.
You've heard them, you've just heard Carl say that he killed the sheriff's deputies that were cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Would you have heard Isaiah's story as well? His revelation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Mackie?
No.
Okay.
I did say I'll be right back. I'm going to pee.
Yeah, okay.
No, this was slightly before that.
Yeah,
But
I'll cover it again quickly. Basically, when Isaiah and his elder brother were kids, he shot him and paralyzed his brother by accident.
Okay.
Carl came in and said that he finished burying some cowboys out back. And then Fred said something about, did they have badges? And he said, yeah. And then he took out his piece of paper and was like, no, it says here, kill the guys with the red armbands.
And Isaiah's just asked to see the piece of paper.
He hands it to you.
Can I quickly just...
This should actually probably be written out for real.
Oh, can we cover that some other time?
Yes.
Can I just add to it, like, not to kill the deputies?
He's like, oh. He looks disappointed. But anyway, alright.
Hand it back to him.
Looks at it and nods and puts it in his... he doesn't have a pocket, so he just holds it.
Tucks it under one of the arm straps, yeah.
Probably just tucks it into his underwear.
Lifts the dress
He
up.
tucks it somewhere under the dress and you don't ask.
Don't want to know. Front or back? No, don't ask.
Jeff is like, what the fuck is this?
I don't really know. Well, it's Carl. That's who he is.
King, we would not allow this kind of thing around.
Yeah, well, right now you ain't king. Never
All
mind.
of your friends seem to be kind of trashed. Have you noticed, it says?
No, I have not. I do not share that opinion, I must admit.
Look at this one.
Which one? Which one is he looking at?
It thinks it, Carl.
I mean,
The fuck is this?
yes, he is different, but you know, he's handy to have around, I guess.
Says Carl.
What Carl say?
Excuse me?
I'm saying that you are a valued addition to this team, Carl.
Oh, good, he says, nodding. Fuck he is, says Jeff.
Of course he is. I just fucking said it.
Fucking look at him.
Yes, he might be
He's
wearing
covered in manure.
Oh.
He is kind of a bit manure-y.
Yeah, I'll see him covered in worse than that. But he is a valued member of this team.
It butters things. There's kind of a running commentary on your friends.
Great.
What's wrong with that one? It says, thinking at Fred. Oh, he's moping. What a little bitch.
Well, in a little bit when I give you control, please don't say that to him, because he might break this body.
Doesn't look like much to me, says Jeff.
Jeff, you have seen through my eyes, have you not? Or through your own, at least, what he can do.
You feel your nerves tingling as Jeff tries to get a feel for what wrestling in this body would be like.
Oh my god. Please
We can
just...
take him, it says.
No.
When I was king, I was also the wrestling champion of my kingdom. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I don't know anything about you, Jeff, apart from the fact that your name is Jeff. Now.
Let me tell you about my kind of wrestling, it says.
Someone else, please. Conversation with anyone.
Fred looks You alright there? You need some whiskey?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm not big on drinking.
Fuck yeah, says Jeff.
Lights a cigarette. Another
Oh.
cigarette. He's literally just fucking came through one. That's another cigarette.
Fred shrugs and drinks it. So, when are we going back for Imya, he says.
I've kind of made a deal with the voice in my head that he gets a bit of fun this evening, so.
Okay, says Fred.
Yeah, it was kind of that or nothing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm guessing tomorrow morning, maybe?
Fred is slightly adrift without his normal companions.
Yes, he's lost Darren,
He's
he's lost
adjusting to life without Darren.
Yes, he spent so long with him.
Yeah. Fred has Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes!
He thinks that things which are totally normal from his time with Darren, he's just come to identify with Darren's agenda.
Alright, well, I'll need to go think some things through with the other me.
Fred blinks.
Yeah, I don't really understand it either.
I think I might prefer just being an alcoholic, he says.
Yeah.
Less complicated.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Isaiah will take himself off to his room.
Jacob?
He's probably just gonna throw some shit in the garden. Sort of hang out throwing some shit, getting a little bit of practice in.
Carl joins you. He helps you dig rows or whatever the fuck it is you want to do. He's uncharacteristically quiet. It just helps. Does anyone want to do anything before it is sleep time?
Yeah, just going to town.
Alright.
So, ground rules.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah. Alright, ground rules. You obey the law. If a woman says no, you listen to her. I don't give a fuck if that's how it's done when you was king or not.
When I was king, I didn't have to go find women, it says sulkily.
Well, you ain't king now, so you're gonna have to. Alright? Don't break my body. Don't mock my body in any way.
Whoa.
No,
Stinky.
no. I said no.
What about a tattoo?
No, I said no, for fuck's sake.
Alright.
Alright, you know, have your way with wine, women. You said something about boxing earlier. I guess that's alright.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I guess that's fine as well. Don't get put in prison.
Alright.
Don't kill no one.
Well, you know, I do have a vested interest in this body being free, it says.
Alright then.
When I was king, I didn't have to put up with this shit, though.
Uh-huh. Alright then. I guess you can take control now if you want.
It does. He's shoved into the... feels kind of like the back of the head.
Great.
You can feel what the body is feeling, but you have no real control over it.
Okay.
And now you may play Jeff if you wish. Although I assume we're going to fade to black most of this.
Yeah, I will try, but Jeff's not an easy thing for me to play. he's so.
I figured it might be fun.
He's so unlike me. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jeff. What does Jeff do?
Jeff's going to town.
Yeah, Jeff's going to town.
Fred is like, where you going? Where you going?
How would he respond to Fred? Doesn't think he's anything.
he has to balance that with keeping this body safe. So
Yes. Yes,
he thinks Fred's a wanker, but
yes, and I have, but now I'm going out. Good day. Proceeds out.
you too, he says. You see Carl and Jacob doing some kind of farming.
I said I was
gardening at least.
Throwing. Not hoeing, throwing.
Why am I doing gardening?
Thought that's what you said.
No, I said throwing.
Oh, I thought you said growing things.
No.
All right, no, all right, you're out.
I was just like, wait, what? We're doing gardening?
Carl has you throw knives at him, and he catches them and tosses them back.
Does he recognize the knives?
I never use he never uses those knives while training.
Alright. Fair enough.
You see them
Because of that reason.
you see them throwing knives around.
That's nothing.
All right. Jeff reaches town pretty quickly.
Okay.
He remembers where the tavern is.
Yeah, where's
At least one of them.
Where's the sleaziest place he saw on the way in?
It's a real small shack.
That's fine.
Slash bordello.
That's fine. He walks in.
Small drinking room of men who apparently can't afford the prostitutes or something.
Okay.
This place is shitty. It's just a dirt floor.
Did the women
The bar is... Yeah.
Do the women
The bar is kind of neat in that it's carved out of a big tree, but other than that, it's the places.
Fair enough.
You can. It's one of those places you walk in and you can smell the old alcohol and vomit and smoke.
Yes.
It's not great.
No. Did the women at least
But
look
Jeff
clean?
likes it. Huh?
Did the women at least look clean?
In here?
Yeah.
These are the worst prostitutes in town.
Doesn't really appeal to Jeff then. He'll grab a drink and probably smoke a little bit. How much is the drink? Like a short
50
whiskey.
cents or so, something like that. We'll call it 25 cents because it's a shot of literally whiskey.
In which case I'll have two then. And he'll smoke a cigarette
It's
whilst he's out.
it's pretty harsh shit.
That's fine, Jeff Jones wants to drink. Yeah,
This seems like a good place to get into a fight.
Alright, he'll come back here then. He'll go find somewhere a bit more upmarket.
There's a bar every half a block or whatever, so you quickly find a medium place.
Okay. Alright, you'll head him.
There's some folks playing poker. The waitresses are also prostitutes.
Okay. Well, luckily Jeff isn't into gambling. I fucking made sure of that. He's gonna cost me enough money.
Shall we fade him to black at this point?
Yeah, why not? How much
He's
money
got at least $50 in his pocket that he knows about.
Yeah, how much money does he end up spending?
Oh, all of it.
All 50?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, you return to your body in the morning. You're lying in a disgustingly dirty bed.
Okay.
Some woman...
You're sick.
you feel terrible. You have the worst hangover.
Because Isaiah doesn't have alcohol tolerance.
You can taste the sick in your mouth.
Oh my god. What did you do?
Jeff appears to be napping.
The woman doesn't answer for him then.
The woman is sleeping. It's about 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's fine. Isaiah needs less sleep. Less sleep 4 as well, so yeah.
Are you staying or leaving?
Oh, he's leaving.
Alright, you find most of your clothes.
most. What doesn't he find?
You're not at the place that you went to that you started in.
Okay. Does anything hurt? Did you get in a fight last night?
A couple of your knuckles are bruised, but that's about it.
Okay.
Maybe you hit something.
Yeah. he leaves. Doesn't stay.
Can't find your socks.
That's fine.
You head back to the house.
Is the general store open now or not?
For probably like 2 hours.
So in 2 hours or 4 2 hours?
2.
Or now or?
In 2 hours
Oh,
it
in
will
2
open.
hours, right. Okay, we'll go head back to the house then.
Alright.
Can we assume he has a second pair of socks at home?
Yeah. We'll say you have some extra clothes.
Okay.
You get back there still feeling terrible and wanting to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a health roll if you wish.
No, can you just throw up just to get it out of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carl is outside doing some actual gardening and looks over. Ooh, looks like you had a night, he says.
Yeah, I would assume so. I don't know what happened though.
Can't remember, huh? He says.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly in control then.
A whole bunch of it is, in fact, a blur.
Oh, does he have some memories of them?
Bits and pieces, yeah. Clearly, Jeff got blackout drunk, though. It affected your part of the brain, too.
Oh my god.
You want some coffee? Says Carl, looking worried.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I make this stuff with willow bark, he says. It's pretty good for your condition.
Alright, thank you.
He makes you some coffee, tea, something.
Yeah, Isaiah continues to retch behind a tree. So, didn't I say, didn't Amy want to do something during the night?
Oh, yeah, okay. Emiya wanted to project to someone's dreams?
Yeah. He wanted to talk with Fred.
Okay. Fred was having a bad dream, so he's fine with that anyway. Make the spell roll.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what my score is. I guess it's 17. Yeah, because I put some points in it.
Dream projection, that one.
Yep, the one you can have a conversation in it.
Right.
6. That's a crit success.
Alright. Yeah, you meet Fred. He's looking in his dreams kind of sweaty. Like he's been having nightmares.
Seems like I came at a good time.
Glad you interrupted that, he says, shaking his head. Are you okay?
Yes, he hasn't been pushing me too hard. The
Around
fish,
like,
however,
he looks around like he's trying to figure out if this is a dream or if it's real.
if you're wondering, we are still in your dream, but you can think of it as a lucid dream.
Fred doesn't know what that is.
Think about chairs.
Chairs, he says.
Chairs should be able to pop up now.
He looks confused and lets it go.
Damn it.
What do you need something? We're coming back for you. Isaiah decided to get drunk, I guess, so.
Oh, it's
Hear him
good you
outside
did
throwing
come
up.
back.
No, wait, he's probably not back yet.
No, not
No.
yet.
This is before that.
Oh yeah, a lot.
All right.
Well, the thing is, apparently Darren must have killed off all of those cultists we seen the first time we came into this cave. So uh, the Kraken has decided to bring in more of those humans to create
Good,
another
he
cult for
says.
it.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, he's planning to have a few come in early, so I could survive for a while, and then once he's able to get distracted by the others, I could sneak my way out. But then I would put the other ones at risk.
I mean, do we care if they're at risk, he says?
Well, there are other humans, aren't they?
Yes. Fred doesn't look too concerned.
Yeah, it's the wrong person to be having that conversation with.
Fred doesn't have a problem with killing people.
I'm not sure how days he gets when he needs resting, but he gives me a few hours of rest between each of uh, each of my performances for him.
He's been trying to coach you through how he feels the dance should be. You're actually, and he's getting more tired from the fucking dancing than anything else. No, higher. No, more twirl. Trying to force his Native American dancing into like ballet. It's not going well. So you want us to come get you? Says Fred.
I have a plan. He doesn't seem to know what happens when I transform into a spider. So I could always just take my spider form and hide, but then he might leave the cave and go searching uh for me or other humans. And I don't think anyone would be able to fight it. So I'll put Dodge in danger.
I don't know if I can fit through that tunnel, says Fred, but who knows?
I remember Isaiah say it could squeeze itself into smaller spaces than it, but like you said, I don't know the limit.
So you want us to come back after we wake up, he says?
He takes a moment to think. I'll I'm gonna do my best to leave on my own when it's resting. Next night I'll send another message to you in your dreams to if I need help or not.
I guess we'll wait here then, he says worriedly. I'll wait till I hear from you then.
He nods. Thank you. And
Enjoy
with that the projection ends.
You hear
Unless Fred
Fred
says
saying,
something.
enjoy the fish as it ends.
Fucking hell.
Are you gonna spend the next day with it?
So is it getting drowsy or anything like that?
Seems really amped. It's like an octopus on coke.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
very excited about having a new priest that can dance, even though it thinks your dancing needs work.
Jesus Christ.
If he asks, it might tell him.
I have an idea. I could use lend energy until he gets knocked out. And then he thinks he's dead.
I mean, you could try it.
I'm scared he's gonna put him in the water though.
Or eat him.
Yeah.
It seems pretty happy to have a new priest.
He's gonna ask him, what happened to the old priest? You told me he died, but
Oh,
I was curious.
some humans came down here and attacked me and attacked my people. Poor innocent people weren't doing anything. Big explosion. Killed a bunch of them.
He
Terribly
Enya
rude.
shivers.
I didn't even stay in here in my own cave, it says. Minding my own business. And incredibly rude.
Well, that's darn for it.
Now I'm down to one human, but at least it's a priest, it says. Tell me, what are your ideas on building the congregation?
He's never heard the word congregation before. What? I've never heard that word before.
We have much to do, it says. Starts explaining theology to you.
I'm guessing in the middle of it, he runs out of energy to use beast speech.
Yes, probably. It doesn't seem to notice.
So he freaking falls asleep then, unconscious.
Alright, back at the house. It's morning now. Isaiah arrives.
Stays outside, just feeling terrible.
Make a perception check, Jacob.
Mackey's muted, isn't he?
Yeah, he rolled it though. 11, so success by 2.
Yeah, you hear someone loudly vomiting outside.
He just assumed it's another drunk passerby.
Another drunk passerby.
He's not being
Wouldn't he
killed by
be-
the attack dog.
Yeah, like
Guard dog.
The rest of you
Well, it's
are
not causing
except for
any
Enya.
threat. Why would the guard dog attack it? It's just throwing up.
The guard dog is Carl.
it's
That's why
Carl. Carl's a fucking
he
psychopath.
kills everything.
Yeah, the rest
on
of
the
you
list.
are awakened. If the vomiting doesn't wake you up, the sound of Carl breaking stone with a sledgehammer does.
What is he
Why?
breaking stone?
What?
Ran out of headstones, he says.
That part he sort of wanders down. He's like, what on earth is going on?
Ran out of headstones, Carl explains.
Okay.
Isaiah's just leaning against a tree, just one hand on it, leaning down.
Well, you count like 18 stones now.
We're in the garden.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They didn't all have stones before, says Carl, actually, under his breath. If I'm being honest, it's a mass grave. It's all a jumble because I chopped them up. Trying to do each one right with a stone, though, he says.
Oh, Carl.
Fred comes out and is like, what the fuck? He looks at Isaiah. Ooh, boy, you look worse for the wear.
Yeah. Jeff went and had fun last night. I woke up and someone was bad.
It's like you might have had a few drinks, says Fred.
Yeah, you definitely had that. Oh god.
Possibly, you vaguely recall some opium at some point.
Oh no. Oh god, I feel horrible. Just comes away from the tree, lights a cigarette, and just slowly smokes it.
Oh, all right. I assume you gather at some point. Fred has news.
Yeah, sit at the table, I guess.
Fred has made coffee.
Yeah, nursing a cup of coffee and a cigarette.
Amy came and talked to me in my dreams. He passes on the conversation.
Wait, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I asked him what he brings to this group, he didn't think to mention that. None of y'all do?
Well, I can only. To be fair, he can only do it at night, so
Ah, fine.
Agreement. That's true.
it has very strong limitations.
Alright. Oh,
And there are a couple of different things he can do. I mean, obviously you've seen the spider thing.
yes, I have.
That's certainly a big thing to bring to a group.
Yes, it
It's
is.
rather easy to be clandestine with when you can be a spider.
Indeed. Alright then.
It's also very easy to get him in and out of places if I just give him one of my knives.
Yeah.
Well, he said to wait, not to go back today. Said he'd
Okay.
talk to me in my dreams again tomorrow morning,
Okay.
or night, or whatever. So Shred.
Yeah. I tried giving him one of my knives, but that was why I was asking if he needed any help with the fish, but apparently he'd already eaten some. So
Yeah.
I
Shred.
guess not.
So Isaiah, feeling
Yeah.
any better? He says. No.
No, no.
Make a health roll.
Oh, okay. Throws up again. Oh, come on. That's a 13. That's a fail by 1.
Yeah, you throw up some more.
All over, just in my mouth. It's only failed by 1.
No, you managed to just throw up in your mouth.
Mhm.
You make a noise.
He heads outside the nearest
Guess
exit.
it's a good thing we're not going back today, says Fred. I thought I was a bad drunk. You are a bad drunk, says Carl. Fred kind of thinks and then nods and goes back inside. Alright, does anyone do anything during the day?
Yes. Isaiah goes to get a bath
And sober up.
and sober up. He also wants to find a way of putting those pictures into his book. I don't know if you get glue, maybe, or I don't know. Don't know what is available at the time.
I mean, there definitely would be glue.
Okay, we'll get
I
some
think
glue.
they were making horses into glue at this point.
Okay, we'll get some glue then. I assume general store for that.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
after
they
his
do
bath,
have. They do have horse glue.
who's
Well,
gone?
sorry, you go ahead.
No, go on.
Well, you're going to be having a bath and then heading into town, right?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have a bath in town, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Jacob was going to do the same.
Okay.
He's just going to town for a different thing.
No, fair enough.
He's going to try and find some more tobacco products.
Well, you're going to the same place then, pretty much.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. What's his
Both wind up at the general store.
Yeah. I was there for a few things, so.
Yeah, he's there for more tobacco products, and no, that's about it actually. Well, and some more matches because he needs more of those.
Yeah, to be fair, so I just
Fran is working. She looks at you.
after you, sir.
And that Darren guy, she asks.
No, we ain't seen hard no hair here lately.
It's relieved. Maybe he's left town, she says hopefully.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I help you with?
Oh, Jacob, I think you was here first, so go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna be needing some more cigars and some more matches.
She asks if you want the cheap cigars or the expensive ones.
I don't remember which ones he normally smokes.
It's the difference between, I don't know, $1
It was the
or
ones.
$5.
It was the ones that Isaiah's family provided the tobacco for. I remember that much.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those are the pricier ones.
Okay, then yeah, he'll grab a couple of those. How much did you say they were?
For a couple of them, they're like $1 a piece.
Okay, so he'll grab 10.
Okay.
And a couple of matchbooks. Or a box of matches, whichever it is in this time, I don't remember.
I assume they had boxes for sure when the matchbook was invented.
He'll just grab some matches. However he
Yeah,
needs to do that, he'll
I
grab some of those.
think in the Wild West book it states a box of matches. It's like 50 cents as well, so.
Yeah, they didn't exist yet. Not
So
matchbooks.
that's 10.50 that he spent. So he'll have
Early paper match folder was patented in 1892.
okay.
Yeah, just boxes.
And discovered the 4th of February 1864 or so. 1866 even.
Yeah, some things that might have been invented have been put off by the apocalypse.
It's like the rolling block rifle.
Yeah.
Ugh. I could have had that in a couple of
I
years.
mean, your gun's not bad.
No, it's not. But
As long as you don't miss.
That's the thing.
Never miss. Alright, Emu, you doing anything aside from entertaining your friend?
Can I buy some stuff?
Once. Oh yeah, go ahead first there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Can
okay.
I buy stuff?
Yep. Sorry.
So he'd get a pair of socks to replace the ones he lost. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. You got any Moretti cigarettes?
She nods.
How much for them?
For like a pack, or
Yeah, pack.
cigarettes were sold at this point.
Hmm?
I don't know how they sold cigarettes at this point.
Oh, I've got no idea.
I'm just gonna assume you buy some tobacco and you have your own papers.
No.
Papers
They
to
were
roll them up.
pre-rolled. They were pre-rolled.
Oh,
They
really?
were. Yeah. They were the first pre-rolled cigarettes sold in the US.
Oh, see.
And it was considered a women's smoking tradition to smoke pre-rolled cigarettes, and Isaiah's been fighting that for a long time. And coincidentally, they are not the same. They don't use tobacco from his family. They are competitors' tobacco.
Yeah, she has both loose tobacco and some of the pre-rolls.
Okay.
She sells you. They're, I don't know, 25 cents a piece.
What for a pack?
So
25 cents for a pack, yeah?
Oh, a pack, yeah. Probably 50 cents.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe they were cheap. The pre-rolls are probably a little more expensive.
Yeah. It will spend
They are today. You can buy tobacco real cheap.
Yes, you can. He will spend like $5.
Take it from someone who rolls their own today, it is a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A box of 20 here is around about a tenner. A 30-gram pouch. Yeah, a 30-gram pouch is about 13, and you probably get about 40, if not more, from that. So
where I'm at, the tobacco companies are still big business. So
yeah, over here
cigarettes
it's about
are fucking
half
cheap
the price. Yeah,
cigarettes are really cheap here. Like, go into other towns and they're, I don't know, $10, $15 a pack. Here they're like $5, $6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll spend like $5 on cigarettes.
All right.
And he'll buy the glue as well. So how much is the glue and socks?
They're not expensive. 50 cents
each.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You guys doing anything else in town?
Isaiah went and had a bath. Apart from that, not really.
Yeah. You see some people point at you and kind of chuckle.
Oh god. What?
Is that the guy?
Do I hear what else they say?
A child runs up to you. Sir,
Yeah,
is it true?
it's well true.
Did you serenade the town naked last night from the top of the roof? He waves at one of the bars.
Oh my god. No, son, that wasn't me.
You see some of the people, like, they're definitely kind of talking and kind of laughing.
Oh god, Jeff, what the
You had
fuck?
quite a night, son, says one older guy.
Apparently I did.
Those nights, he says knowingly.
What do you say, sir?
One of those nights, he says knowingly.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Is Jacob still here?
Yes. You're outside the general store.
Well,
Alright.
yeah, thank you, sir. Guess we'll head back to the house.
Where are you going, Jacob?
Pardon?
Are you following him back to the house?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Alright, you're all back at the house. It's probably like 10 a.m.
Isaiah will
Probably gonna
stick those pictures
yeah.
into his book using the glue
Alright.
dagger. Yeah, he'll stick it so that the landscape covers the so it covers the gentleman's pictures, but so you can still sort of fold it up and look at them.
He's got a book of gentlemen's special interest literature.
Well, yeah, you know, his brother's fucking paralysed. He can't get out and see that for himself. So
Well, it's one of the first things they did with fucking photographs, turns out.
Yeah.
it's one of the first things we discussed as well.
Yeah. Dodge probably has like a projector and a tent.
Maybe
Can't
Jeff will
afford the
find out.
prostitutes. You can go into the tent with all the other men.
Yeah, maybe Jeff will find out.
Maybe he did.
Oh God. Don't say that.
Alright, is anyone doing anything during the day?
Does Jeff wake up?
Or are you waiting
Really?
for him yet?
Yeah, not really, other than practicing.
Does
Jeff
Jeff
appears to be slumbering after his night of whatever.
does he wake up at all at any point?
Not unless something is happening.
Okay, in which case no. I guess Isaiah will go to Fred. Hey, Fred.
Hmm?
I am not exactly the most proficient at every fine discipline. And, Jeff here, when he's awake, kinda likes to spar. Do you be keen on that?
Nobody.
No, don't want you to hit me. I'm just saying, would you be interested in sparring?
I mean, sure, he says, you know, he's got to behave himself.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
guys, they go crazy and you got to hit them, he says.
yeah. I mean, I don't exactly know what Jeff is like when he's, like that. But he has a vested interest in not breaking this body, so, yeah.
You should tell him I'm pretty good at breaking things, he says.
Oh, I did, and he was not very impressed by you, apparently.
Says Fred.
So I was thinking, if you and I spar like now, perhaps we could, and then there's a memory for him when he wakes up. You can see.
You done throwing up, says Fred?
I hope so.
I think we should hold off, he says. You ever had a man throw up on you? It's not great.
Yeah,
It's not great, he
I've,
says.
I've been in similar situations. So I spent many a cold night in a hole with other men.
He looks at you.
Yeah, not like that, alright? Not like that.
Not like this.
Yeah,
All right.
going behind enemy lines and all that shit. Ain't always somewhere you can go.
Fred kind of chuckles again. Carl is looking at the nude photos.
Oh, get out of my book. Go slap his hand.
He yanks his hand back and looks wounded. Nice pictures, he says.
Yeah, you don't go in here unless I give you express permission, alright?
Oh, he takes out his paper. Hands it to you.
I write it on there in block capitals.
Thanks, he says, and puts it away. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
Want to help me carve stones, he says.
Sure, fine, why not? Past time, I guess.
He gets a chisel and a hammer and starts trying to chisel stuff onto the stones poorly.
I've not got the stonemason skill, so
Make a IQ roll.
yeah, it's like you. It's like you minus 4. You'd be a 9. No,
Yep.
don't. That is. Oh, that's a crit. No, it's not crit. That's 6, 9, 14. Failure by 5.
Yeah, the two of you don't do a very good job. Carl doesn't seem too worried. He's enthusiastic to just put a letter on them.
Isaiah gets more and more annoyed as he goes on. It gets worse and worse.
15. So how many letters is that? You get through like, I don't know, F before you're like, fuck.
F this.
Well, it's important that they have names. So there's A and B, C, says Carl.
What are you gonna do when you get to the end of the alphabet?
He's worried. You think
Call
we'll do
one
that today?
A, and then AB, and then AC. You know,
Do you think we'll do that today? He says, looking worried.
Today, no. There ain't 26 of them, is there?
Not yet, he says.
Alright, well, when there is, then you need to worry. Alright?
He's worried though.
I mean, you can always start numbering there, because there's, infinite amount of numbers.
Oh, good idea, he says.
1, 2, 3. I mean, if you want to keep going, by all means, do so.
At what number do I get a reward, he says.
312,269.
Might have to go into town, he says.
Yeah, no. Only those that come here count, though. If you go and kill random folks, they don't count.
I mean, they wouldn't be random, he says.
No, they wouldn't. They'd be the folks in Dodge, and they would not count.
But they wouldn't be random, though, he says.
No, they wouldn't, but they wouldn't count still.
Oh, that's not on my paper, he says. This whole topic is not in here.
Exactly, so you ain't getting a reward.
He sighs. Goes back to his stones.
Isaiah continues to help, just... yeah, help, loosely.
Alright, anyone else doing anything? If
major.
not, the day will pass fairly quickly.
Yeah, he's just doing his general daily activities.
Alright. Imia.
What happens when he wakes up?
Nothing really. The thing is still hanging out. It blubbers at you, but you don't have the spell going.
Yeah, I'll cast a spell.
Oh, good, priest. You should learn to keep that spell on all the time. Would more fish help?
Is Ilya hungry?
And yeah, but you're not sure you want the 24-hour-old fish that much?
No. I'm pretty full at this moment.
I haven't seen you eating much, it says. Pokes at you, at your ribs.
Well, like I said, I don't need much to sustain myself.
I think we should fatten you up, it says.
Ymir slightly panics at that.
I like a good fat priest, it says. Shows that, you're taking good care of your people.
How would I be able to dance if I'm too heavy to hold myself up?
I mean, you're a priest of me, so I think you can figure it out. So
It's great.
No, that's not his name.
Fucking hell.
I hope so.
I'll just give up. You're right. You're right. I should be able to find something out.
oh, good. Now eat your fish. It says.
Oh God, which seems the less spoiled.
The small one it gave you last is not too bad.
Oh, fuck, he'll
Small,
take that.
like £10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's small compared to the giant fucking sea creature.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And the fucking £30 one had gone yesterday.
Yep. Yeah. The 30-pound one is starting to get a little sketchy. It's not very good. It looks approving, though. You will need energy for the dancing, it says. Perhaps my humans will come today.
Perhaps. Have you been told when they would come?
Not exactly, it says.
Hmm.
You think your friends will come back, it says?
I'm not quite sure.
Do you think they would worship me, it asks?
Well, even then, they wouldn't have anything to offer you.
Assuredly, they have something to offer me, it says darkly.
Offer Jeff.
I'm gonna say this because none of them are around. I've been with them for quite a while, and they aren't very competent at many things.
Well, maybe they could be servants for my people, it says.
It's a good thing Darren isn't there.
Can't dance, he says.
I've never seen them dance, so I guess they can't.
What worthless humans, it says. Well, there's still a place for them. It might be shoveling manure, it says, but, I will have a place to fit them.
I
In my
think you.
tummy. Ha 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 ha, it laughs. Not really laughing.
I think you would need to get out of this cave to find them. I think you scared them off for too strongly with your last threats.
Oh, good, it says. Well,
He looks at the creature like questioning, "Are you going to get them?"
no. No, it says. I like to hang out in my cave here. Ideally, my worshippers come to me, although it's been slow lately.
Mia nods.
This conversation continues as long as you will talk to it.
He'll tell him after like a bit, like uh, he'll just start playing music and recovering energy so he can talk again. Yeah.
Whose doorbell was that?
Doorbell. I
Probably
didn't
mine,
hear
then. It's probably mine. Yeah, I think we got a delivery or something. Alright.
So he'll stop his casting and play some music.
Alright, well, the day passes if you wish.
Um, Still no sign of like uh of him uh, putting down his guard.
No, not yet. Do you ask it about its sleep or anything?
Yeah, he'll ask. He's a bit curious of if he ever sleeps or not.
As long as I have a human to give me energy, he says. No, I don't really sleep.
So you have never dreamed?
I don't. What is that? He says.
It's uh, it's a human ability to just separate oneself from the world. I have a bit of magic that lets me manipulate dreams. Maybe I could, if you are able to dream, I could send something in there, entertain you.
No, but maybe I can give you bad dreams, it says, hopefully. It's a
He's a
thing
big,
that you humans do when you worship someone. Do you have dreams about them?
yes. When we are fond of them, we have good dreams about them. If we are unfond, we have bad dreams.
Seems complicated, it says. Have some fish.
My cage is starting to get a bit full of fish. Could you get rid of the ones I haven't been able to eat yet?
Suppose, he says, would you rather something else? Slides you what appears to be a human arm.
Oh God! Oh God! And
It's not aging well.
is that a arm from? He just pauses and just looks at it.
I mean, hey, some people like it, he says.
I'm good with the fish.
Alright, I'll get you more fish, it says. He throws in a new fish. About 15 pounds.
Jeez.
Jesus. He eats a bit.
I've been feeding those human bits, he says.
Oh God! Oh no!
You might find some in the stomachs, he says, like poking at the fish. I mean, you gotta clean up the cave some way, he says.
True. He just looks defeated at this point.
The day passes. Does anyone want to do anything before sleeping?
No. Actually,
Alright,
yes.
does any...
Sorry, yeah.
okay.
So, Fred. Fred?
Yeah, that's right.
This thing with him, can you get in contact with him?
No. Seems like I have to be asleep, he says.
Alright. Do you know when he's going to get in contact with you?
While I'm asleep, he says, I guess.
Yeah, but, like, do you know it's going to be tonight or not, or what?
Said that he would talk to me tonight, yes, and that if he doesn't, we should probably go see him.
Right,
Or
well,
try to help him.
I don't know about the fact that he has been there for so long. If he does, then we need to, find out whether or not he is going to be leaving on his own accord, if we need to go help him.
Yeah, if he doesn't come to me in my dream tonight, I'm gonna head out in the morning, says Fred.
Oh, I will go with you.
But he asked me to wait, so...
And we have waited, but right now we owe him,
I feel like we all go if
Yeah,
he doesn't get back to us.
indeed, I agree.
Should we get Barnabas or Crassus or something, says Fred?
Yeah, I don't really know who's better though. I much prefer Barnabas, but
To
A
be
lot
fair, I
less
think
of an
most people.
asshole, says Fred.
Yeah, to be fair, I think most people prefer Barnabas.
Alright then, I just want to make sure I'm not by myself in that estimation.
I don't think anyone actually likes Crassus, says Fred.
I think Crassus probably does, but I think that's about it.
Darren hated him, says Fred.
Of course he did. Everyone does.
Like in a I'm surprised he didn't murder him kind of way, says Fred.
Yeah.
The more I hear about Floyd, the more he has changed. What the fuck happened to that boy?
Well, I think it's my place to say, says Fred.
Alright
You know,
then.
some
Yeah.
things a man's got to keep private.
Alright.
Not all of us have. Jeff weighs in. Who, this Floyd guy sounds like a real prick.
Oh, now you're fucking awake. What the fuck did you do last night?
Man, I barely remember, it says happily. But, boy, I did a lot. Got a lot done in a
Oh
short
no.
time, it
Oh
says
no,
proudly.
I woke up next to one of them.
Yeah, you might have kids soon, it says.
You what? What the fuck?
Gonna do my best for you, pal, it says.
Yeah, having kids is no part of that.
I mean, you need a
Just
legacy.
hearing his side of the conversation, I just sort of look over him and just, I'm not going to ask what happened, but be careful.
I say he's not paying attention to Jacob.
Fred is just looking over like, oh, not this shit again.
Right,
You
we're
want me to tell
going.
you what happened last night, says Jeff?
I'm going to regret saying this, but sure, yes, please, if you do not mind.
Get out a pen and paper, it says.
I do not want to record this.
Well, I don't want to go through it
5
more than
minutes.
once, it says.
What was that, Mackie?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm being asked for help with
Okay.
moving some stuff downstairs.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's take 5.
All right.
Oh, no problem. I was gonna take a break pretty quick anyway. All right, so it's Imya's move, I guess.
Yeah, he's going to dream project with Fred again. My dice roll. Oh, lordy. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15. Success by 2.
All right, I just spilled my water. I need to wipe this up. Hold on.
Alright.
Lord.
Hmm.
Lord.
I need a table or something for this room. Right now, it's just my big, comfortable chair.
To be fair, that's all I play in, so.
Uh, Imya was rolling for the spell.
Yeah, success by 2.
Alright, you find yourself once again in Fred's dreams. He seems kind of drunk to you.
Drunk in his own dream. Nice.
I mean, his brain is drunk in real life, so I assume that affects your dreams.
Yeah. He'll he'll look at him. Are you okay? You don't seem in the best state of mind.
No, I'm good, he says. What do you want, man?
I'm going to try to escape tonight.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
I'm not sure if it's able to escape the cave, and I'm not sure if how long it could survive without uh, food. So I'll transform into a spider and hide until it tires. I see an opening to leave, or until it tires itself out.
Okay, he says, so you want us to just head there in the morning?
I'd rather you prepare uh, um, dodge in case it does come out.
What
Uh,
he says.
if if it is able to escape the cave, then it'll destroy Dodge. So we should be ready for that.
Uh, what's the plan, says Fred drunkenly. Like, you want me to shoot at it? Like, what? I, I've never fought a giant bag of tentacles, he says.
Could you get the sheriff and all the other deputies, and then you try?
Uh, the sheriff came by a little earlier, he says. He has less deputies than he did the other day. He was kind of wondering where they went. Anyway, no, he doesn't have the manpower.
So should I wait until the the morning? You get everybody in Dodge ready to escape in case it. You do see the Kraken come over?
Escape where, he says. Dodge is where everyone came to escape. Can't go
What about
west, he
Terran?
says. And I don't know what's going on in the east, but it's not safe.
What about
South,
Terran? Is he still really close?
from what I hear, yeah, he's probably 15 miles away or so.
I'm not sure if he'll trust us or give us aid.
You could ask, he says. I don't think he reaches for a gun and doesn't find one. don't think these are going to work, he says, fumbling. Anyway,
Alright then.
so you want us to come help you?
Yes, don't come into the cave. Stay at the outside. Stay outside of it. It can't see me when I'm in my spider form, so well, it
Okay.
doesn't seem like it can see me as I'm too small.
We try to distract it, he says.
No, because then you get the chance of being captured yourself.
Throw in some dynamite or something, he says.
We could have a cave in, trap it in there.
No. Pretty solid rock, he says. There was an explosion in there earlier, clearly.
Yes, the Kraken told me how Darren killed the. He shivers. Killed the cultists. He apparently used dynamite to
I
blow them
mean,
all up.
it's effective, says Fred. Anyway, we
Yeah,
could use it to distract it, maybe.
throw it
Hear
into
the
a.
explosion and then you go.
That would make sense. Throw it inside of the cave so it looks like I've been hit, or maybe just throw it in a separate tunnel for it to get curious.
All right, we'll tell the guys and see what they think, he says. We'll head up in the morning.
Give me a nods, and with that, the vision stops.
All right. Morning comes and Fred relays his dream to you.
So Isaiah's been up for a couple hours and he's meticulously gone over his guns, cleaned them.
Up to.
Who's up?
What is Jacob up to?
Well, you said not to go there today, didn't you?
Hmm?
I heard that right. Yeah.
He said what?
Wait,
What were you asking?
when is this now?
It's morning. It's Fred's getting ready to leave.
Okay, I sort of see Fred getting ready. So, are we going or?
Yeah, he relayed his dream to you
Okay.
once everybody was up.
Yeah, I will sort of just grab stuff and then head after Fred.
Yeah, Isaiah will go for it. So what exactly is the plan here? I heard
See
the
Carl digging a hole.
What the fuck's he burying now? Carl, what are you burying now?
Some sort of big kitty, he says.
Oh no!
I walk over to
No.
the hole. How big a cat is it?
It's a mountain lion.
Oh, thank Christ.
It wasn't very friendly, he says, looking sad.
No, maybe you need to try and tame it then, Carl. You know?
It looks like he broke its neck.
Oh, Carl, maybe you just don't need to give some treats or something. Maybe next
I
time we'll come.
mean,
Oh,
I just wanted to wrestle, he says sullenly.
right, I'm
He
not.
pats at his dress, which has claw marks in it.
Yeah, Isaiah just walks away. Just walks away. I'm not dealing with this morning. Fuck that.
Jeff seems to have awoken slightly. What is wrong with that guy?
Honestly, Jeff, I do not know.
That dude's a mess, he says. When I was king, we would never put up with this shit.
Oh my god. Anyway, Fred,
I'm not the
Jake.
one who picked these disadvantages, Steve.
I know. It's my fault. I might get rid of the Macmania though. It's doing my fucking nothing.
We can tone it down if you want.
Yeah, I might be getting rid of it. It's doing my head in. I thought it'd be more fun than this, and it's not. It's just annoying as fuck.
It's been funny though.
Yes.
For the rest of us. Jeff goes silent.
Right, Fred, Jacob, what is the plan? Cause Emmy and you said something about explosives.
Fred hands you a stick of dynamite.
All right
Careful
then.
with that, he says.
Yeah, so we have dynamite then. What is the plan?
He gives you a lantern and a flask of oil.
Thank
for
you.
free. Don't want to be like last time where we were running out of lights, he says.
Yeah, all right then.
Also, if you can use it to light this, he says, waving a dynamite away from the lantern.
Yeah, I kind of got these, and I put out the box of matches and rattle them.
Yeah, just
Knowledge.
I just sort of both of them. I'm still not entirely sure that explains the plan.
Yeah, what are we doing? Are we causing a cave-in? Are we
Just
throwing
causing
down?
a distraction, I guess, he says. I don't think causing a cave-in's a good idea.
I agree. Cause flooding them if they want to get back. Then with the boy,
Were we gonna get Barnabas or Crassus, he says?
Yes, we are. I'm not too fond of that Crassus fella. I would much rather have Barnabas. I
Alright.
don't really know what the difference is between them two, though.
I mean, one of them's a scholar, I guess, says Fred. But
No,
honestly, Crassus is too, so Fred shrugs. One's an asshole and one isn't, he suggests.
Alright,
I
Jacob,
think
you
that's
got.
I think that's the biggest difference between the two, to be honest.
Alright, then. Grab the non-asshole there, Barnabas. Yeah.
Alright. You find him at his house, and he is not surprised to see you. Coming back to get him, he says.
There we are.
Alright, give me 10 or 15 minutes, he says.
Can do.
He gets his stuff and then comes with you.
Whilst we're waiting, can Isaiah scan the town, see if he sees any more deputies anywhere? Can I roll observation or something? Or perception?
You saw some at towards the gate, but you're not seeing as many around town as there usually were.
Okay.
If you wanted to find some, you could, but it looks like
I'm not
I'm guessing about half of them are gone.
Right, well, buried in our garden,
No, I mean, you're not sure why. You could ask.
No, he's not that interested. He just wants to try and gauge how many people are actually allowed to be armed in the city right now. Around town.
Yeah, you have a feeling that law is going to go to hell because it doesn't seem like there's enough people to enforce it.
Yeah. Okay.
See the sheriff out and about if you have any wish to talk to him. He's looking harried and worried.
No, Isaiah's got nothing to say, so don't know if anyone else does. So.
Jacob?
No.
Fred asks him about the disappearing deputies and he shakes his head. Some of them deserted. Took jobs for the guys who now have money and no herds, he says. Talking about forming some kind of militia or something.
How is the man that's forming herds, sorry? If Terran's got control of all the cattle around here, how is man forming herds?
They're not forming herds, they're forming a militia.
Right, okay. I must have not heard you right then.
Sorry. Maybe I didn't say it right. No, they're gathering men up. Some of the guards in town defected.
Right.
They have more money than I do, he says, and nothing to do with it now.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he says kind of under his breath, not sure how much longer this money is going to be worth anything.
Right.
If you
Okay.
have nothing more to say, he's going to leave.
I had nothing to say anyway, so.
He heads off.
Okay. Barnabas ready.
Yep.
Okay. Guess we head off to the cave.
All right. You do see like a group of these actual cowboys, cowhands, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Not the gang, but looks like they have joined a gang of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
They're forming some sort of ramshackle city near Imya's people's place,
It's brilliant.
which makes it near your farm as well.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of eye you suspiciously and don't get in your way, though.
Mm-hmm.
So after a while, you get to the part of the cave where the cavern is. I assume you'll want to do something before you actually head in there, though. You get across the water and all that stuff without a problem.
Okay. So, I've been thinking, what if we lead the creature to where the chest was?
And you can fit through here, says Fred, looking around the tunnel.
I've got no idea, does it?
I mean, you would think its body wouldn't, but it's clearly very elastic, so it's kind of
Jeff
hard
did
to
say
say.
it. I was about to say, Jeff did say it could.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff did mention that can fit through smaller spaces than what it appears to be able to do.
Looking great, says Fred. Can they do it fast, though?
Is Jeff awake?
He wakes up if you're thinking about him.
Jeff, wake the fuck up.
I was dreaming, he says reproachfully.
Yeah, well, you have fun in my body, so now it's time for you to pay up a little bit. These...
He shows you an X-rated piece of his dream.
I did not need to see that, but thank you. These...
I will not describe it further.
These are tentacle monster things that you are so familiar with. How fast can they fit through small spaces?
What, like these tunnels, says Jeff?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
That one's a medium-sized one, so... I mean, yeah. Not very fast, I don't think, he says.
That's only
Kind of like you ever seen a rat try to fit through a hole, it says?
Yeah.
You know, you get a pretty good sized rat, it can still fit through a hole the size of a quarter, he says.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do it fast, right?
Right. I'm sorry, can we... did you just say this is a medium-sized one?
You're kind of young, he says.
Kind of young, fucking hell. Alright,
You know, maybe like 300-400 years, he says.
That's young. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
Alright.
the old man, they've been around, he says. Back when I was king.
Oh, God. Alright, thank you, Jeff.
He doesn't stop, but you can continue.
So, Jeff says that they can, yeah, like, kind of slowish, but not, like, incredibly slow. You compare it to a rat fitting through a hole.
That's not
Fred
great.
can at least imagine this. He looks like he is trying a real hard time picturing the thing getting through the tunnel.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking, well, if we set off the surprise, words are failing me. Nope.
Explosives?
Yes, but what is it? It's
Dynamite?
yeah, no, I get that, all that shit. It's a not surprise. What is it?
Distraction.
That's the one. Thank you. Just your words
Words.
could not fucking think of the word. Could not fucking think. So what if we set off the distraction down that tunnel where the chest was? Because of the floor as well.
I got an idea, says Fred.
Alright?
Alright, we do that, but we build a fire
Why the fuck we built a fire?
in the tunnel. Slow it down, he says.
Right. How is that supposed to slow it down?
I mean, it doesn't look like it would like fire, he says. He shrugs.
Jacob, you
I
got
don't
anything
know.
to add?
I know nothing about sea creatures.
I mean, we're all learning here, says Barnabas.
I mean, you know about
Yeah,
the
fair
same amount as
point.
me then.
He's
I
eyeing Isaiah.
yes, he hasn't heard about Jeff yet.
So we're supposed to be making a distraction, yeah?
That is the idea, yes.
Do we really think we can draw it out? Like, why would it come
Idea,
out?
says Fred.
It would chase him, you wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that's the point. If we're trying to make it a distraction for Imya to get away from it, we don't want it chasing Imya. We want it to be not paying attention to Imya.
So you're saying in the cavern, but
So,
not near him yet.
yeah.
Oh. Barnabas, you got anything that can make an image of a person?
Make him your what?
Make an image of a person.
Oh, no, he says.
Right. We can't trick it that way.
Shrugs. No, it's not my kind of thing, he says.
No, that's fair enough.
I'll write about it, though. I gotta have a look at this thing, he says.
Did you not say it yesterday when you know,
Well, I
ruined our
mean,
plan?
not. I was hoping to get more up close with it, he says.
Can you talk to it?
Maybe.
You got that spell that Emmy uses all the time?
I do, he says. I was listening to it yesterday. It's very stupid, he says.
And yet it has outsmarted us.
Well, he moves on.
Alright then. Following down that tunnel,
What's
I guess. I don't know. What are we doing?
Fred takes out a stick of dynamite. Are we doing this? He says.
I don't know. Like, Barnabas wants to go talk to it.
I think we should go talk to it, says Fred.
You think we should?
The plan was to distract it. I mean,
I think
I
Emmy's
think it's a
plan
bad
is.
idea.
I'm pretty sure Emmy's plan is for us to distract it so we can get away, but then we somehow keep it down here so it don't come up to dodge.
How are you gonna stop it? Says Barnabas.
I don't fucking know. That's why y'all here.
Huh. Usually I just write about problems, he says.
You don't ever figure them out.
Well, no, I let history sort itself out, he says. And then I write about it.
Well, right now you are part of history, so
Shows I'm not doing my job right, but, you know. It happens, he says. Alright, so how are we gonna distract it, he says. Fred is
I have
idly
no idea.
gestures with some dynamite.
Barnabas,
Yes?
can you transport yourself somewhere?
No.
Oh well, fuck. Ah damn.
Is this like Go Fish? He asks.
This is a case of I'm not magic, no, not know what the fuck magic can do.
He pats you on the shoulder condescendingly. It's okay. He doesn't seem to mean to be condescending.
It just comes across that way.
Yeah.
So would we be better off making the distraction in there or out here?
I think he was expecting it in there, says Fred, but he doesn't. He shrugs.
Did he not think to say to you? Tell you anything?
I don't think he was that specific, says Fred, but I was a little drunk at the time.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
It's not my fault, he says. Although it is.
I say he lights a cigarette and just starts smoking it.
Fred waits for someone to tell him what to do.
What do we do?
Barnabas is poised to write in his book.
So we have, what, how many sticks of dynamite do we have?
Fred gave you each one, but he probably has more.
Fred, how much dynamite you got on you?
6 sticks, he says.
6 sticks.
Mhm.
So we got 8 sticks in total then, yeah?
Yep.
So...
Why, you want to hold them, he says?
No, I do not. So I'm thinking... If Emilia gets out, and then we lay dynamite near the lake, but still in the tunnel, then as the monster comes along, one of us, probably me, shoots the dynamite from across the lake, whilst Emilia gets
The
across the
dark, he
lake.
says.
I've got
In the
Jeff.
dark?
I've got Jeff.
I can't see in the dark, he says.
Hey, Jeff.
No, Fred.
Yeah, that's what I am saying. Well, you can have a fucking lantern.
Okay, he says, looking
I mean,
confused.
this is probably the worst idea I've ever come up with, but it's the only one that's coming to me. We just need to get the message to Emil that he can just escape now if he wants to.
So we like throwing it to the shore, he says.
No, we're gonna
How is it?
we're gonna place it, then we're gonna get across the shore to the opposite side, and then this here scope rifle of mine is gonna allow me to shoot the dynamite when Emil comes across the lake and the monster is near it.
How are you going to place it, he asks.
Gonna put it on the ground.
I might see you, he says.
No, that's why it's a bad idea, but it's the only one that's coming to me right now. If anyone else wants, if anyone else wants to propose an idea,
he hands you some more dynamite.
Jacob, you got any idea?
Other than throwing the dynamite in there?
Maybe you
Not
should
really.
borrow Jacob's ring, he says.
That's a good point. And I will take the ring off and hand it to him.
Okay. So this...
And explain to him that it will help keep you from being seen as easily.
Alright, so my idea is not to use this room, by the way. You know the lake that we had to boat across? Yeah?
Yeah.
The one that's like a mile and a half away.
I forgot that detail. Steve forgot that detail. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a longish way. The offshoot with the chest is fairly close.
Mm-hmm. Okay, different plan then, because that's not going to work.
Fred watches you hash it out.
Hash out. I'm sitting there going, what the fuck do we do?
Fred shrugs.
Alright, so what if we just use the ring, sneak in. Oh, I'm thinking, what if we place the dynamite in the fish?
In the water?
No, in the fish, the dead fish in your cage.
Oh,
I want to hear this plan.
I mean, fuck it. Isaiah's got a pretty good stealth skill.
Yep.
If he used
And the ring.
and the ring, he could potentially go and put the dynamite right next to the Kraken.
Yep.
Then he could shoot it. But then how close would Imya be to it? And if he runs first, then that's
Fred says that he mentioned something about possibly pretending he got hit by it.
Did he?
yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe not too close to him, he says.
Then.
But if he disappears when it goes bang, I mean, that would probably be confusing, right?
Yeah. Then. I guess that's the plan. And I will sneak in with the help of Jacob's ring, which is magic I've gathered from everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll place some dynamite down near the monster. And then I guess it's not worth lighting it there, because I'm going to be able to get away in time. Guess I can always come back and then shoot it, maybe.
Fred nods.
I just hope to hell that Imya knows what the fuck's going on.
Well, he's waiting for something.
Alright then. Shall we, gentlemen? Shall we?
Yes, sir.
Fred wishes you luck.
Okay. So the ring does.
Gets his rifle ready.
What does the ring do to stealth?
It gives you
Depends on
blink
how
and
much
blur.
energy you use.
It has 6 charges. It has all 6. I've never used it.
Yeah, it has 6 points. I think it's up to, is it 4 or 5 plus on stealth?
Well, it gives you blink or blur. I don't remember what the two of them do.
Blur is the one that helps stealth.
Well, blur's
Blink
makes
lets
you harder
you-
to hit, isn't it?
No, blink actually moves you out of the way of something that would hit you.
Okay, my bad.
It's like a mini teleport that it functions like a block, but it automatically works if you got the spell off.
Okay.
And you move a couple feet away.
So
Blur, I think, just straight up adds to your stealth.
Okay.
I think it's a max of 5.
That'd be good. That can be 20 stealth.
I'm trying to find it now. Alright. Blur. Spell makes the subject harder to see and therefore harder to hit with attacks. Each point of energy gives -1 to the effective skill of any attack to a maximum of -5.
Yeah, that's what I thought blur did. So
There
it's not
was
stealth.
no, it was like camouflage. It
Yeah,
wasn't blink.
no.
The other thing had a blink. This was like
Yeah.
Fred's
This
thing
had-
had blink, not the
this
ring.
for sure added to, or like it's a minus on perception for whoever
Okay.
was affected by it, if I recall correctly. I'll look it up later, but I know it was a bonus to stealth, so.
So that's 5+5, can we say?
Yeah, I'm seeing. It was 4 or 5, so
So
let's say 5.
I have a 20 in stealth then. Here we go.
Hope you don't get a crit fail.
That's not a crit fail, that's an 8. Success by 16.
Alright. Yes, usually
I
the
feel
ring.
like that would be great for me as well, actually, now that I remember.
You feel that it's maybe the thing has something like infravision, but this seems to have blurred that too,
No, that's
so it doesn't see you as you sneak in. Neither, well, Emu can make a perception check.
Success by 12, sorry, not 16.
Yeah,
How the fuck did I
success
got
by
that?
12.
Success by 12, because that's an 8 to
And
20.
he probably won't see you, but he does have a good perception.
Yeah,
So
he could hear me.
Plus, that's a success by 2.
no,
Doesn't hear me.
you so stealthily place the dynamite that neither of them hear you.
Okay.
Perhaps they are conversing.
Yeah, dance for me, monkey, dance, dance.
Jeff is like, yep, medium-sized one.
Isaiah says nothing. He's not risking talking.
Yeah, Jeff keeps mostly quiet.
Okay, he'll head back.
He doesn't seem interested in being eaten.
Isaiah
Okay.
heads back.
Alright, you're back with the group.
Alright, take the rifle out, the musket.
Yeah. Group's distance. Let's find out what the distance
Oh,
is.
it's fucking miles away. It's like 1,500 meters, isn't it? Yards even.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
You're a good shot. You could make it.
Yeah, could do. I think that's.
Small target too, so let's see.
Oh, that is. His max range is 1,500.
Say it's about a minus 11.
Fuck. Fuck.
He could still make that though.
I know. So he gets plus 8. No, plus 10. Plus 8. Plus 10. He gets.
Yeah, I assume you're taking your sweet time aiming.
So plus 8 on the first second. Another plus 2, so that's plus 10. So it's only minus 1.
Jeff seems to have adjusted the infravision to straight up dark vision at the moment. Although
nice.
It seems to be taking up a lot of his energy to hold it at this distance.
Do I dare go for extended aiming, precision aiming?
You?
It's only a 13. Fuck it. Let's roll breath control first. Because if that fails, then I don't have to do precision aiming. That's a 9. So breath control is a 12. That's a success. So that's only success by 4, 3. Okay, so that's only plus 1. Which means that's then, oh my god. So that's a plus 1 onto precision aiming, which makes that a 14. These dice would be nice, but let's get rid of the 1. Fuck, I'm going for it. I'm going to take another 6 seconds to aim. Yeah, 9 seconds total. Beat 14. Please beat 14. Oh, thank Christ. That's that's a 7. So he gets another plus 1, so now it's just a straight roll.
Go for it.
Yeah, hang on. Just
Fred is also holding his breath.
Okay, musket. Musket's a 16, I think. So, so musket 16. Okay, so is he braced against it?
I mean, he can lie on the floor and brace.
Is that enough for plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's plus 1, so that's 17. He's also going to do determined attack. So all-out attack, determined attack. So that's another plus 1, so that's 18.
Alright.
Okay, so I basically can't fail the roll.
You can. Don't jinx
That's not a
it.
fail. That's,
Crit fails,
that's
you
a
still
12.
fail.
12. Ah,
Yeah, that's good enough.
yes, it is. Success by 6.
Alright, you hit the dynamite. Let's make a roll.
Well, one
3d6
3d6 roll, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. That's not great. That's 7.
7 on 3d6, that's pretty good.
Hmm?
Yeah, the dynamite explodes.
Okay.
Imya, make a will roll.
Crit success!
Nice.
Alright, the explosion goes off and somehow you were just anticipating it. Indeed. The beast turns to look and see what the explosion is.
Does not
Yeah,
hurt it at all.
Hmm?
Doesn't it hurt it? There's 8 sticks of dynamite there.
No, it doesn't really look that hurt.
Oh my god.
It didn't get like directly hit by it all. It's very angry. It isn't dead, that's for sure. It has no idea what the fuck is going on though, because only a second has passed at this point.
Yeah, as a spider, he's trying to get to a wall.
All right. Yeah, you managed to get to the wall pretty easily while it's flailing around and screaming in its horrible blubbery voice.
He's gonna try to get as far away as he can from its reach.
Mm-hmm.
He won't go for the entrance just yet. He's going vertically.
All right. You get up on the ceiling. It's going to take you a while to walk back.
That's fine.
All right. You scoot along. It doesn't head for the entrance immediately. It after probably 15 seconds. It seems like it can. It's not just thrashing wildly, and it starts looking at the cages. And then it gets even angrier. All of you in the tunnel can hear it
I mean, it's been 15 seconds.
angrily
Can you start
angering.
moving away?
Yeah, Isaiah can see it. You can
Yeah.
get up off the floor if you want.
Yeah, we need to move right now.
Fred just moves without asking. Barnabas is also moving backwards.
I just sort of, as we're running back, I'm just sort of going to look back and keep an eye behind us while we're running.
And you get to the tunnel.
All right, he's going to keep going as a spider.
For how long?
Did it seem like it's heading towards the tunnel?
It's thrashing around. It doesn't seem like it's headed for the tunnel yet, but you're pretty sure it will.
As soon as he doesn't see the entrance anymore, he's going to turn back and start running towards the entrance.
How fast are you guys moving?
Can I reload and move or not?
Musket, that would be very hard.
So is that
I
no?
would say no.
Okay, that's
Probably
fine.
not.
In which case, the rifle's going over his shoulder again, and he's running. He's trying to keep up with the other two, but they're both either fit or very fit.
I mean, Barnabas is with you.
Okay, I'll keep up with Barnabas then. Draw a pistol.
Just
stay with Barnabas.
Jacob keeps looking back. Eventually, you catch sight of what you think is Emiya, but you're moving pretty quickly away.
Is he spider Emiya or Emiya?
No, he's Emiya right now.
Yeah. You think you see him, but if you keep going, you're not going to.
Yeah, if I think I see him, I stop.
Okay.
I'll stop with him, just in case.
The other two stop. Emiya catches up to you.
And then we go.
don't say anything, we just fucking run.
Fred slaps him on the back as if to say hello and takes off. Barnabas says, "Wait for me."
I'm running at the same sort of speed as Barnabas, you know.
It's Jacob, Fred, and Emiya that are ahead.
Yep. You guys get to the boats first.
So how many boats are there?
2 left here.
Okay, he's gonna go as a spider then. Leave enough space for the others.
It's an interesting trick, says Barnabas.
Yeah, I reckon right now we need to talk about something else, like how to get out of here alive.
Indeed. All right, but it is time to wrap it up.
Can we get these to try and get across the
Yes.
lake?
Yes. Do you manage to get out of the cave?
We do,
if you wish to.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm assuming yes. I'm answering for everyone right here.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have escaped the cave. The thing, if it's coming after you, is indeed slow.
Okay.
You can't hear it by the time you reach the surface.
All right.
It was quite loud in the caves.
Go, 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 go.
All right, that's a point for everyone.
Yay.
Yeah.
Including Jeff. Including Jeff.
Possibly Jeff. We'll have to talk about Jeff.
Okay. I'll track his points
I'm
separately.
not sure if you want to continue with Jeff as we were, or
I
change him slightly.
I won't get rid of megalomania. That is doing my head in.
All right.
I am going to disappear.
Okay. See you later.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes,
All right, guys.
Thank you for running.
Have a good night. I assume we'll play Monday.
What day
If
is
not
Monday?
Wednesday.
It's Monday's Monday, mate.
Well, date. Sorry, not day.
I don't know.
Wow.
The 11th.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'll be around.
No, sweet.
Okay. All right. We'll plan on Monday then.
D&D on Saturday, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya.
Later. I'm going to build up for spirit empathy and then I'll